Alright folks, this video is a public service announcement, because just in case you were getting depressed thinking you've got to put your bike away for the end of the riding season, we're here to tell you some of the best riding is coming up in the next few weeks. For much of the US, September through November offers peak foliage season, and autumn is a great time of year to ride some of America's best roads. You get a break from the sweltering hot and humid temperatures, and get in some excellent rides in the crisp, cool air. So that's why in today's video we're going to talk about 7 great motorcycle rides from across the country that are specifically great to ride during autumn in 2025. So even though the days are getting shorter and you may have to bundle up a bit more, it doesn't mean the end of motorcycle riding is here just yet. And for all the work that's put into the video, the only thing we're going to ask of you in return is to hit that like button for us. It'll help the channel. And don't forget to subscribe either. And all these roads can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com, where we have the free Google Maps links. And if you're looking for any helpful features to help you plan any of these motorcycle trips this autumn, consider joining us over at Patreon. There we have exclusive videos on how to plan motorcycle trips, exclusive routes for the US and Canada, and GPX files you can download for all our routes. So if you're planning a road trip, join the community today. First up is the M22 in Michigan, and a shout out to Scott who recommended this one on our Patreon. This is about 117 miles in length. Riding Michigan's M22 on a motorcycle is one of those bucket list rides that checks every box. Scenery, curves, lakeside breezes, and some great charming small towns. The M22 traces the Lake Michigan shoreline, which means for big stretches you'll be riding right alongside sweeping views of the water. For many sections the horizon opens up with that blue water, and on warm days you can actually smell the lake in the air. You'll travel along rolling hills, vineyards, and forested stretches. And in autumn, this route is legendary for its color. The entire peninsula lights up with reds, golds, and oranges, making every curve feel like you're riding through a postcard. The M22 is not a hardcore twisty road, but it's far from boring. It's a flowing, curvy, 2-lane highway with just enough sweepers and bends to keep you leaning and smiling. It's perfect for a relaxing cruise that still feels engaging, and you'll be passing through laid-back, biker-friendly towns like Glen Arbor, Leland, and Empire, which is the gateway to Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lake Shore. While summer riding here is lively with lots of riders, and the lake breeze keeps it from feeling too hot, but for the autumn this is easily one of the best rides in the Midwest, with the crisp air and scenic foliage. The M22 in Michigan feels like a classic American motorcycle road. It's not about the speed or technical challenges, but it's about the journey itself. Open air, lake views, and that perfect balance of curves and straights. The M22 is the kind of road that makes you want to slow down a little, not because you have to, but because you want to soak it all in. Find out why the M22 is one of our favorite rides for autumn in 2025. Next up is Push Mountain Road in Arkansas. The ride we have here is about 46 miles in length. Riding Push Mountain Road on Arkansas Highway 341 in the Ozark Mountains is a thrilling experience for motorcyclists. It's often described as one of Arkansas's premier riding destinations due to its challenging curves, stunning scenery, and minimal traffic. It's renowned for having over 135 turns, including hairpin curves and sweeping bends, which makes it a technical and exhilarating ride. The road features elevation changes with those tight switchbacks, and the visibility is generally excellent, allowing confident riders to maintain a spirited pace while enjoying the flow of the curves. And the surrounding Ozark landscape includes towering rock bluffs and lush woodlands, creating an immersive natural experience. But autumn is when this road really transforms into a vibrant spectacle. The Ozark National Forest will offer dense foliage, bursting with colors, creating a tunnel-like canopy over the road. Traffic is minimal here, especially in the fall, which allows riders to fully immerse themselves in the rhythm of the road and the serene beauty of the season. You just want to be aware that with all of these autumn routes, wildlife is usually going to be much more prevalent, so you'll want to stay alert, because as we all know, it can be fun to see wildlife on the side of the road while you're riding your motorcycle. You just really don't want to see them on the road while you're riding your motorcycle. For a longer ride, connect Push Mountain Road to Highway 14 for additional scenic curves, or if you're riding in the area, you can check out the other nearby famous motorcycle roads, like the famous Pig Trail Scenic Byway. But the combination of smooth pavement, minimal traffic, and the Ozarks' autumn glow creates a perfect harmony of thrill and tranquility. Riding Push Mountain Road in autumn is an unforgettable adventure that blends adrenaline with the serene beauty of the Ozarks. Next up is North Carolina Route 209, affectionately known as the Rattler. This is about 33 miles in length. If you're looking for a twisty road this autumn, look no further than North Carolina 209, which winds through valleys and sweeping curves framed by vibrant foliage. You can start this great motorcycle road from Hot Springs, and it carves through forests, mountains, and farmland, making it one of western North Carolina's most rewarding rides. It's commonly called the Rattler because it boasts over 200 curves, ranging from gentle bends to tight technical sections. You'll be traveling through the Pisgah National Forest and alongside the Spring Creek, offering stunning views of rolling hills, dense hardwood forests, and occasional glimpses of the Great Smoky Mountains. Riding from Hot Springs, the route opens into sweeping curves along the French Broad River. Eventually, you'll climb an elevation to almost 4,000 feet at Betsy's Gap, and here the curves become tighter and more frequent. This stretch, known as the Serpent's Backbone, demands precision and focus when you're riding. And on the other side of the route, the road ends with peaceful farmland, gentle views, which makes for a smooth ending to the more intense riding that you had just behind you. Many enjoy the Rattler as a challenging yet enjoyable alternative to the nearby Tail of the Dragon at Deal's Gap. Here you'll find fewer crowds, but you don't lose any of the fun curves. Find out why the Rattler in North Carolina is an exhilarating experience for motorcyclists. Route 209 offers a mix of challenging twists, scenic beauty, and a sense of freedom that's hard to beat. Next up is Nebo Loop Road. This is about 36 miles in length. The Mount Nebo Scenic National Byway is a winding 36-mile scenic drive on Forest Service Road 15. It's a very well-kept road with varying levels of curves and technical riding. But it also has pristine scenery, making it one of the best rides in Utah. With features like the Grotto Falls Trail, Payson Lakes, and Devil's Kitchen, which resembles Bryce Canyon, there's a lot to see by motorcycle on this road. And it offers plenty of switchbacks as you ride through canyons, pine forests, and aspen groves in the National Forest. Motorcyclists will enjoy the incredible views along this route, with plenty of places to stop and take it all in. And it's a great road if you're a rider who's looking for twisting curves with tremendous scenic value. Mount Nebo is one of the highest peaks in Utah, and near the summit you can stop at the overlook to the 12,000-foot Mount Nebo, the tallest peak in this mountain range. The actual road tops out at over 9,000 feet, so there's often snow well into June, and it may even snow as early as October. That being said, it's a really fabulous ride in early mid-October when the aspens and maple leaves change into brilliant colors. The Nebo Loop Road is best ridden on a weekday when you can carry more speed into the corners without worrying so much about running into traffic. But if you're an adventure riding enthusiast looking for a great road in Utah, be sure to check out the fun ride on the Nebo Loop Scenic Byway. Next up is the KETTLE Moraine Scenic Drive in Wisconsin. This is about 30 miles in length. Motorcycling this scenic drive in Wisconsin is a thrilling and visually spectacular experience, especially in autumn when the region's landscape and dense forests burst into vibrant color. The KETTLE Moraine Scenic Drive is a motorcyclist's dream, characterized by its winding, zigzagging roadway and diverse terrain. The entire route, which winds through the northern and southern units of the KETTLE Moraine State Forest, offers riders a mix of challenging roads, stunning scenery, and rich history. But riding the KETTLE Moraine Scenic Drive in autumn is a feast for the senses, as the region's oak, maple, and aspen forests transform into a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors, and the crisp fall air adds to the exhilaration of the open road. The vibrant foliage is at its peak in early to mid-October, which creates a tunnel-like effect over the road in some sections. In fact, autumn elevates the KETTLE Moraine Scenic Drive into one of Wisconsin's premier motorcycle routes. And this is a great season to ride because you'll be getting away from the summer crowds, which can give you a sense of solitude and connection with nature on your motorcycle. The KETTLE Moraine Scenic Drive in autumn is not just a ride, it's an immersion into Wisconsin's geological and seasonal beauty. Next up is the ride from Madrid to Upton on Maine Route 4, 17, and 26. This is about 96 miles in length. Some of the best motorcycle roads in Maine are along this route, where you'll ride through numerous state parks, lakes, and mountain views. Start this motorcycle trip in Maine on Route 4 in Madrid, and connect to 17 South. The route features majestic overlooks of nearby mountains and lakes down to Rumford, Maine. This section of motorcycle ride on Routes 4 and 17 is designated as the Rangeley Lake Scenic Byway, and it wraps around the large lake, the centerpiece of this scenic route. The ride scales the Appalachian Mountain ridgeline before dropping to rolling valleys and hills. From 17, continue on to Maine Route 26 heading northwest, which offers some beautiful open road scenery and carves up through great little state parks including Grafton Notch State Park. You can continue all the way up Route 26 to Colebrook, New Hampshire for more great riding past the New Hampshire state line. And it's definitely worth a ride continuing north here because you'll be entering the fantastic Dixville Notch State Park region. The scenery gets much more dramatic here as the road carves right next to the mountainside. It also travels through deep forests, and there's some fun curves to navigate. This is also an excellent route for viewing foliage in the autumn, when the surrounding mountains are painted with vivid orange colors, yellows, and reds. So I'm a few miles south of Rangeley here on 17. The elevation has really gotten higher, the mountain views are terrific, and the curves are amazing. With other roads in New England like the nearby Kankamagus Highway being more famous for motorcycle riders, this area of riding is way less busy, and some of the views are even better to see by motorcycle. Experience this great motorcycle road and find out why we'd argue this is some of the best kept secret riding in New England. Next is the ride from State Route 97 through the Hawk's Nest. This is about 69 miles in length. This amazing motorcycle ride is east of the Delaware River and is part of the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. New York 97 crosses the Delaware River and ascends into the famous Hawk's Nest, named from the birds of prey that nest in the area. This route offers some of the best scenery you can see by motorcycle in New York. The first few miles north of Sparrow Bush is where the famous Hawk's Nest lies. This section of motorcycle heaven has tight twisting, winding curves, with pullouts available to take in the views. And these will give you an opportunity to take a picture with the iconic curves in the background. And the Long Valley Vista views of the Delaware River from here are incredible. North of the Hawk's Nest, the route continues on New York 97, with additional sweeping curves through more beautiful scenery all the way up to Hancock. In fact, State Route 97 from Hancock to Port Jarvis is designated as the Upper Delaware Scenic Byway. And this is another ride which is enhanced by the changing color of leaves in the autumn. It's especially scenic this time of year with the Pocono Mountains in the distance. And there's a lot of great back roads to explore in this part of the state. But with its close proximity to the Big Apple, the ride along State Route 97 is one of the best motorcycle roads for those looking to get away from the city and ride an incredibly unique road. So that's our list for 7 great motorcycle rides from across the country to check out this autumn in 2025. If you found this video helpful at all, hit that like button for us. It'll help the channel. And don't forget to subscribe either. And all these roads can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com. And consider joining us over on the Patreon community. You can get the GPX files for download, additional exclusive motorcycle routes, and exclusive videos to help you plan motorcycle trips. Your support helps us keep the lights on at greatmotorcycleroads.com and here on our YouTube channel. Hey, we hope you have a great riding season this autumn. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.